Yeah, 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 yeah.
Help me! I'm trapped inside of a marijuana pen. Oh wait, I got
You
out.
gotta stop getting trapped in the marijuana plant.
Just I took a dive in. Savage AF, man. Forget your feelings. Facts matter. Oh, we're here for you guys. It's a Monday afternoon, evening for you guys in some places. That was a sneeze. Listen, guys, forget your feelings. Facts matter. We are a show that talks politics, hot topics, and current events. And I don't give a fluff kind of style. We'll be cursing.
Did you say fluff? I'm offended. What?
We'll be cursing in 3 minutes and 50 seconds. In the meantime, in between time, we are your host. I am Black Pedro.
I am Emperor Kang.
Okay. Shang apparently just booked a new role in his mind. You know what I'm saying?
No, man, that's just, I mean, somebody got to fight the Lords of Darkness.
Okay. No, I see what you're doing. Savage AF, listen, guys, we are here for you. Typically, we try and do Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, live on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram simultaneously. So if you ever like, oh, I missed your show, that's BS. Like
that's your fault. Why are you? What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you? Platforms that you can follow us on. But listen, if you do miss us, sometimes we miss our own show. So life happens. That's why we have the YouTube channel. It's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. YouTube.com/C/SavageAFWorld. All one word. We have all the shows archived there. So if you ever miss us live,
you know what? You know what to do. You go to the little scroll. You same thing there. You saying, I don't want to hear no excuses. All right, you platypus bitches. Go to the goddamn thing and click it. I'm trying to think of real animals that might be going extinct. And so throughout the whole show, I'll be referencing animals that we pretty much have.
The dodo birds.
Yeah, we've done that. It's
See
okay.
I got you.
It's all okay.
Listen, some of you are so savage that you're not even allowed on YouTube. Okay. That's the kind of life you're living. But don't fear. That's what Facebook is for. They don't really care. You can do whatever you want to on there. So Facebook, Savage, look above us. You see it says Savage AF, but on Facebook, you want to go Savage, right? Oop, I went the wrong way. Savage.
You went the wrong way, yeah.
F dot. Okay. Savage A dot F dot on Facebook. And then, most importantly, before we get into anything else, even beyond YouTube and Facebook, even combined.
Well, I have a little special announcement for it, and I just want you to know. If you want to save a child and you want to help kids with rickets or polio or leprosy, follow us.
Save the money. Forget them kids. Follow us.
Follow us.
Way more.
Follow at Black Pedro on Instagram and myself, Comedian Shank, Instagram, and on Threads, Black Pedro and Comedian Shank.
I'm gonna go ahead and be honest, man. We Savage AF. You and I could probably use the money more than them kids.
Wow, that is just.
Hey, no, man. Hey.
Come on, man. Come on. What
some
about
of us
the kids?
Live to be 90. Some of us get to be a 5th grader, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Hey. But I'm just saying, pound for pound, your dollar gonna go much farther here at Savage AF, and I can't.
What is wrong with you, man?
Listen.
Yeah.
So yeah, make sure you follow us Instagram and Thread.
One more thing. We're gonna start pushing this real soon, so I want to put this out there and start putting it either every day or every other day. Tomorrow I won't be able to get down, but the next day I will be. So here we go. Bam. Save the date. Black Pedro is engaged. It'll be Black Pedro's comedy special will be coming out, and we need you to watch it, support it, hug it, love it, cuddle it, spoon it, whatever you got to do. Black Pedro, the comedy special, save the date. Black Pedro's engaged. So as soon as we got the date, you'll have the date.
And then you save it.
And then you save it.
My lady's a doll, y'all. Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. We made it. Oh, we're here to talk again politics, hot topics, current events, and then I don't give a fuck kind of
Wait,
stuff.
we forgot one thing. Please, 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 please give
Damn!
us some thumbs up. We need the thumbs up when you go to our YouTube page. You look at some of the things. Just please,
Come on, guys.
give us a thumbs up.
Savage AF, man. All right, listen. Let's get into the show. All right, this is gonna be a quick one today. I'm gonna have to bounce a little early, but it's 3:13 p.m. That's Detroit time. What up, though? 313. Black Pedro, comedian Shang, fucking feelings, facts matter. It is Monday, June 24th.
It's Monday.
In the time-space continuum. Got two things for y'all. And we are in the midst of baseball season.
All right, but before we start, I just want you to know this is one of the most. I had to throw this meme up there. Look at this. If your family thinks you're a piece of shit and you're absolutely horrible and you could just take a fuck punch to the face, I saw this and thought, God damn. I don't care what the cult says. I know him personally. And here's the truth. My uncle is the only person I know without one redeeming quality, not a single one. Do you know somebody that don't one thing about it?
We're gonna start off the show. That would definitely relate to the first topic. But we're gonna end the show. It is, again, like I was saying, baseball season. We're in the heart of it, and a legend today, a legend himself. Well, I mean, sorry, not today, but a legend recently spoke out about an experience in baseball that may or may not shock some of us, but we will talk about it. Before we get into that, though, Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. As Shang alluded to as I was introducing here, your boy's a piece of shit, Trumpty Dumpty. To the degree in which not only did he go 0-34 in court, but out here in these streets, specifically Wall Street, 0 out of the 500 Fortune 500 CEOs are endorsing Donald Trump. And
you know what? I don't believe it. Are you serious?
This is what has been made known.
Come, Pedro, come on, man.
Hey, man, but listen, this is unprecedented that a Republican candidate gets no Fortune 500 CEO love.
And he needs the money. He needs the money bad, because if you look at how much stuff he owes, I mean, God damn.
And also, I mean, I think he needs the legitimacy, right? When, the greater crackers of Southern Kentucky endorse Donald Trump, it doesn't carry as much weight as, a Fortune 500 CEO.
Well, I mean,
on a grander scale, like in Southern Kentucky, the Greater Cracker Society is going to be like, well, see, the Greater Cracker Society of Southern Kentucky has endorsed our one and only savior, Donald Christ. So
Donald Christ, or as we like to call him, Poopy Pants. Now everybody knows he's a loser. Okay, first off, nigger Pedro. That's what we call you down south. I don't want to call you Black Pedro. You're nigger Pedro. Okay.
Hey,
first off, let's go there. Let's start it off right there. But everybody else out there, I want you to know something. Yeah, he's a loser. Okay. Yeah, people he endorsed, losers. But I mean, 500, first to 34 felonies, 34 for 34, bro. 500. 500.
Oh, for 500 on the CEO.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, who's that bad?
And who knows what they're going to do when they get in the booth? Maybe some of these guys will and women will throw their vote. Their actual
but the image of it,
and there is no formal corporate endorsement of him.
500.
So I think that's the more significant part of that. I was going to say, speaking of losers, there's a chance for us to see how big of one Trumpty Dumpty can be later this week. Biden and Trumpty Dumpty will be doing the debate off, or as I like to call it, the stay alive-a-thon. just don't die, guys. But yeah, over on Instagram, I see the Brandon Holt Show. What up, Dove Rudnick? Oh yeah, make sure tomorrow night we are at the Miracle Theater, 8 p.m. I just posted it on my Instagram. The Tix link is in my bio. But Seriously Joking is on tomorrow night, 25th, 8 p.m. Miracle Theater. There's also, for all the comics out there, there's an open mic, I think, that's going to go down earlier. Oh, H. Sager, I see you. I see you. Still dreaming of them sunsets, man. I just had a beautiful weekend, y'all. On some shit.
Oh, yeah.
I really just don't live the life I live. Okay.
Yeah. I did a bunch of shows that were good shows, except for I had to work with one dude that was interesting. And then I've seen the dude that hosted last night, pretty much, I'd say, level of horrible.
Okay. It was up there. It was up there on the scale.
It was pretty bad. But the other comics did good. JT was on the show.
Oh,
yeah, so he did good. And
killer.
There was some good and bad. No, I'm kidding. That's fucked up for me to say it's horrible. Because who the fuck am I? I just, where were you at?
I was staying at a huge house on a vineyard, drinking wine and doing mushrooms and smoking copious amounts of marijuana. We cooked 5 tomahawk steaks. Yeah.
Who was up there with you?
But like I said, man, I run in many circles, bro. you might catch me on the
See, y'all think I know. Pedro be disappearing and going to do weird shit.
Oh man, I got a life that I live, man.
And going on trips, slapping motherfuckers. I mean, it's just. I, on the other hand, while he was eating tomahawk steaks and smoking weed, his wacky weed, and doing mushrooms, copious amounts of weed. I was reading to crippled kids, and I was playing handball with the blind. So I don't know.
You were probably reading the material like how to kill crackers when they're nearby.
Why does everybody think I hate the white man?
Making white people bombs.
I don't dislike white people. I dislike racist white people. And it just so happens there's a very good percentage of white people that are racist.
That's an important distinction to make.
So people think that I hate all whites. Some of you whites are good whites, just like some of the blacks are very good blacks. But there's some of you whites are really pieces of shit and deserve to be knuckle bundled to the back of your brain basket until you're unconscious and then tied to a camel and dragged through the sand. And then you ask for some water and then I don't give it to you.
That all sounds lovely, but camel rentals are through the roof right now. So, getting and then training one to drag over the distance that you needed to, it's a lot. But speaking of this sort of white on white crime and pieces of shit, I have a feeling that most of the Fortune 500 CEOs are white men.
I'd say 99.9%.
I'd say that 502 of them out of the 500 are white men. Do the math. So then I would think this, at least politically, would qualify as white on white crime, where even the rich billionaire white dudes, they're like, you know what? Well, we'll just get our tax cut some other way.
So do you think that but his base does not give a shit? So I think
that's what shrinks the base down. That's why the base will never be enough. His base is just.
You really think so,
bro? He's at the point where he's told his base, "I don't even need your votes. We got all the votes we need. We just need to make sure that we protect the votes we have, and then don't let any other votes."
Well, that's why he could absolutely win by a big margin, because if everything's true, well, no, of course they're cheating. Of course they're cheating. And people say, well, you said you were cheating. No, there's documented evidence that you cheated. There's documented evidence that they lied, the big lie, and on and on and on. But what I'm saying to you, Pedro, because of that, and because of the wavering of the black vote, which is the truth, unfortunately, black people are buying into it because they're a bunch of dumb motherfuckers. And I'm not saying all black people, the percentage of black people
there's not a large percentage.
There is a more of a percentage than before.
Yeah.
Some of these motherfuckers bought the gold tennis shoes. Some of them,
it's not significant.
If Fat Joe, if y'all see you with those tennis shoes on, rap battle, okay, motherfucker. Parliqua. You know what I'm saying? We going. No, I think that you're wrong. And I'm gonna let everybody know.
I think that you're wrong.
Pedro wrong as fuck. I don't know how more wrong Pedro did. I'm gonna run it down why Pedro. In fact, today, Monday, will be why Pedro's wrong.
Come on, man.
Okay, number
That's
one.
not even a day of the week.
That is a day a week. Is it today? Okay, number one. Trump supporters are more adamant and virulent than Democrats. The Democrats are a bunch of pussies and not doing what the fuck they're supposed to do to go hard in the paint. Number two, Biden's going. When I say he's going to take an L of all L's this week, because he's not going to go hard in the paint. He's going to go soft. He needs to be more like this Biden. Be like, will you shut up, man? That's what you got to be.
I think he's going to get there because what we're dealing with is two short-tempered old dudes. Like they're both getting into the crotchety years of their life.
The crotchety.
Yeah, they just be like, you just shut your mouth, will you?
Yeah, well, yeah, just gee willikers. But end of the day, and three, pertaining to the Fortune 500, because all of those Fortune 500 are elitists and have nothing to do with these grimy ass, cracker ass White Walkers. The White Walkers will be walking out and coming in and voting. Whereas in the Democrats, with they soft ass, yogurty ass, pudding ass motherfuckers, old mayonnaise, milk toast ass, bitch ass motherfuckers, they ain't gonna come hard to paint like they should. They haven't been. And so, and it's been proven. So after the debate where he goes, if I hear one of them once say, my colleague, after they didn't already threaten their life, and you say my colleague, you ain't my colleague if you threaten my life. Fuck the Democrats with their bitch ass. And Merrick Garland, you can suck a donkey dick, because you should have absolutely, positively made that fucking process speed up so we'd had at least 2 of the trials done before we vote. But now we can't because your bitch ass was back on your laurels because you didn't want to look partisan. Shut the fuck up. And so, like, I'm so sick.
He was busy at Hogwarts organizing.
I mean, come on, man. It's hard to make all of those brooms fly at the same time.
And by the way, I'm not sure what's been proven in terms of Democrats' ineffectiveness over the past 3 election cycles, 20, actually in 18, 20, and 22. The Democrats did way better than anybody projected, and it really kicked ass in 22, to be honest, and in 20. So,
but it's a different climate now, man.
And to a certain point,
Pedro, what's wrong with you today?
But but because to a certain point, I think we have gotten to the point, and this is what the CEO shit is showing us. And then I'm gonna get to Ben's comment, Days of Joy. But what it's showing us is that, like, at a certain point, I'm not even sure what Biden and the Democrats need to do as much as let Trump do what he's doing, because he's not widening his base. It's not at all. It's yes, his base is getting more and more fervent.
His base is loving it. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but they're not enough. So it's like that's not significant, right? It's like saying that fucking, I don't know, whatever. Who just that the Mavs fans are getting more and more upset. Bitch, the game is over. Okay, it doesn't matter.
Hey man, that's not cool, because we got some people from that area.
And
you're making them feel bad.
If you live in Texas still after all of this, you should feel bad. That's not on me. Okay, roll your fucking governor off of a pier with his 9-leg ass, and then claim your state back, Texas.
So you think that it is it will give them pause, being the Fortune 500 did not rock with them? You think because of Fortune 500?
What I'm saying is that when, like, with this debate coming up, at a certain point, the more Trump acts like this, the less people he will attract.
No, you know why I don't think so? I think that, I'm gonna tell you why. And normally I wouldn't say that Pedro's 5 for 5 wrong, but no, Trump's word salads will not be getting worse, because they're going to be turning the mics.
They are getting worse, and they are getting
worse. Way worse. He's saying way worse. He said, way worse. And I know that
he's forgotten his own doctor's name, Ronnie Johnson, when it should be Ronnie Jackson.
But Biden ain't look at Biden. Biden ain't he ain't the sharpest tool in the fucking shed.
No, man, come on, man. Like we shouldn't play that game here, because we know that Joe Biden is no less cognitively strong than Donald Trump might be for dudes at this age. And at least there is somewhere you can plug in Joe Biden with electricity, but Donald Trump is still running on coal. You understand me?
Okay.
Somebody shoveling hot coal chunks into his diaper.
We need more coal, man. He started to talk about sharks and shit.
So I think that if we allow Trump to go out in these public forums and speak,
he's been wackadoo, dude. He's been saying some of the most wackadoo shit, and they still embrace him. And he did it for the Christian right, the nationalists, and they were applauding him, talking about basically being able to kill his, anybody that goes against him. And these are Christians. Yeah. Which me and you both don't believe in all that bullshit anyway.
So Days of Joy says they both cheat. Look at the numbers. They make no sense if you really look. A lot of these polls that say that Trump has a chance or is beating Biden.
He's not beating Biden now.
They're being run by some right-wing nutfuck group, by the way, too. So you got to watch. Watch who's running the polls.
That's not CBS.
I don't believe the polls.
Do you think the CBS is a right-wing nut job? No. CBS recently
said C in CBS stands for crackers.
Well, that's true too. I didn't know.
Crackers be saying.
C, yeah, that's right. What does the B stand for?
B. Crackers be saying shit.
Okay, that's CBS. Okay, crackers, bitch, asses, suck.
You can combine some of them words.
But what I'm saying is, if you look at the CBS poll, actually Biden went ahead after the 34 felony counts, and he was found guilty of it and found to be a felon. It actually swayed it. For the progressives and the moderates, actually 9% went over to for Biden. So he's actually within the margins. He's actually right there. He's ahead of Biden's ahead of Trump. But then after this shit show of a debate this week, it's going to be a whole different ballgame.
Maya is one of our prize students here at Savage AFU, and
but he's also alcoholic though.
Well, that's one of our classes. That's my most popular class.
That's true. You are. Yeah. This is the same man that made fun of me because I got sick to drinking a drink while he talked to two hot women and just watched me sit there and just fucking crumble.
No, when he says just watch, I kept the eye on the homie, and then the other eye on the women. And his homie's good. He's not passed out. Okay, he's getting a little pale. Ladies, excuse me a minute. He's on.
Ladies, hold on for a second. Good job. Roll him over.
Now Maya says, "Are we really comparing ages instead of accomplishments?"
Yes.
Hear ye. I applaud that.
Oh my God. Both you and her. Now, how is it, man? You two's distinguished.
I shall tell you that on this day.
You two distinguished should be saying that. Maya, come on, boo. Listen,
listen, we don't want to sit and watch.
It's a personality.
I can do more push-ups than you. That's not even what the job.
I know. I'm saying no. It's actually it's a cult of personality. He's running on Biden's trying to run on some kind of policy, and Trump is running on cult of personality and issues about the transgender is going to come and kick off your dick and make you have a vagina.
Kick off your dick. God damn.
Yeah.
And technology, and that's the only way they can figure it out.
Right. And the rednecks are like, they're gonna come take our guns, and Pedro's gonna fuck all our white women, and that's what's gonna happen. And they buy into that, not policy. If you look at Trump's whole fucking agenda, it's about revenge, nothing about policy. I ain't seen him talk about policy, and the only ones he did big up was about the fact that he overturned Roe versus Wade, and he's proud of it. And even though they shown that it has been fucked up and detrimental for women right now, there was a 10-year-old girl that was forced to have a kid, and the other girl, they wouldn't let her get an abortion, and she almost died. She was 13 years old. This is what's happening around the country pertaining to women.
If the Lord didn't want her to almost die, Shane, then he wouldn't have almost killed her. Okay.
I mean, what does that mean?
I don't know how else to explain it, but if God did not want her vagina to rot to the point in which it almost took her own life, then he would not have given her a rotten vagina. You understand?
And her uncle and
beautiful,
stepfather.
godly work.
So her uncle and stepfather, who were diddling her, dropped a baby in her, and
Listen,
because she's 10 years old, she must be forced to have the baby.
ain't no such thing as a great baby, okay? In the
Wow.
Lord's kingdom, that any creation of life comes from a good thing. Couldn't have been great.
Well,
Strawberry,
you know what?
you're a harassed berry. Over on Instagram, I see Horton jumped in. Good day to you, sir. Fury, we got you. I got the
Honey Tinted, great name.
Atsushi. I know Honey Tinted. What's up, girl? The Darius Jackson is here.
Right, but
that's it. Carolina Boss, I see you.
okay, but okay, for the people in the feed and also the people that are watching the show, you understand what I'm saying? Right now, the things that he's bragging about, the right wing and also the people that are running the 2025, that horrible, right wing
Project 25.
Project 2020, right? Project 2025, where they basically were like, and all you niggers are going to be slaves again.
This is the Project 2025 is when they send a robot back from the future. Oh wait, they already did kill all our leaders. Never mind.
Why did you just go?
I was about to write a whole movie in my head, and then I was like, well, they just.
But the Terminator has not come through for us. But if you look at the right wing, how they're mobilizing, if you look at how they're going, like that, Trump is going to do all these rallies right now. Unfortunately, you still got people that still think that he has some kind of policies, and he doesn't. At all his rallies, he never does. Biden may not do rallies, but at least he does talk about shit that he actually accomplished. And I saw this article. I read a lot on the toilet, people. And I don't know about you guys, but I got to have information going in as I'm having information come out. And I read a thing about the collective amnesia of Americans where they're forgetting how bad Trump was. They forget how bad the shit that he's done, pertaining to women's rights, pertaining to just racism, pertaining to the Central Park Five, which are trying to flip that shit, and over again. And also how he talked about disabled people and on and on and on. And the fact that he's a 34-time felon, a rapist, and a tax fraud. That just happened.
Not a rapist, but liable for sexual assault.
Oh, well, that made it so much better. Come on now. It's not a rapist. But they did say great. They did say great in the paperwork. I can pull it up for you if I have to.
Facts, man. But it's not a conviction. It was a civil case. So,
But he was
held liable.
Liable. Okay, so he's still, and his followers just don't care.
All right. Well, this will get us right into what our next topic, because I do want to get this one in, because I think it is one of those kind of landmark moments in American history where you have an icon.
Hilarious.
We have an icon who really is calling out the country and the absolute historical nature of this country. But before I actually give you that, I'm pretty sure that when at least many white Americans heard this, they were like,
"Motherfucker, say what? Yeah. Motherfucker, say what? Say yeah, yeah, yeah."
They call him Mr. October. Reggie Jackson is his name. Legendary career, probably most notably with the Yankees, and during some golden years there, and magical moments during the playoff time, World Series. That's how he got the nickname Mr. October.
And not only that, when you look at all of baseball, if you look at some of his stats, they're off the fucking charts compared to a lot of people, and a lot of stuff they tried to minimize about him. They actually, which recently I watched the thing, they did shine a light on how incredible he was. How as not only as a fielder, but as just a fucking slugger. The dude had power like he hit the ball, you can hear the ball go, bitch.
And this is a guy who played in the 60s, 70s. And I think sometimes not us, but America forgets that outside of these baseball diamonds, and even sometimes in them, the baseball skills, the wins, the championships don't matter, because you still, even a great like Reggie Jackson, he still ended up dealing with shit.
And a good dude. That's the thing.
Dealing with shit like this.
Baton has been passed for over a century here. We've been talking earlier about if it wasn't for the Willie Mays, the Jackie Robinson, the Reggie Jacksons, the three of us wouldn't have an opportunity to play. How emotional is it for you to come back to a play that you played with one of the greatest teams around?
Alex, when people ask me a question like that, it's like coming back here is not easy. The racism that I played here, when I played here, the difficulty of going through different places where we traveled. Fortunately, I had a manager and I had players on the team that helped me get through it. But I wouldn't wish it on anybody. People said to me today, I spoke, and they said, you think you're a better person, you think you won when you played here in Concord. I said, I would never want to do it again. I walked into restaurants and they would point at me and said, the nigger can't eat here. I would go to a hotel and they say, the nigger can't stay here. We went to Charlie Finley's country club for a welcome home dinner and they pointed me out with the N-word. He can't come in here. Finley marched the whole team out. Finally, they let me in there. He said, we're going to go to the diner and eat hamburgers. We'll go where we're wanted. Fortunately, I had a manager, Johnny McNamara, that if I couldn't eat in the place, nobody would eat. We'd get food to travel. If I couldn't stay in a hotel, they'd drive to the next hotel and find a place where I could stay. Had it not been for Raleigh Fingers, Johnny McNamara, Dave Duncan, Joe and Sharon Rudy, I slept on their couch 3-4 nights a week for about a month and a half. Finally, they were threatened that they would burn our apartment complex down unless I got out. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. The year I came here, Bull Connor was the sheriff the year before. And they took minor league baseball out of here because in 1963, the Klan murdered 4 black girls, children, in 11, 12, 14 years old at a church here and never got indicted. They were from the Klan. Life magazine did a story on them like they were being honored. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. At the same time, had it not been for my white friends, had it not been for a white manager and Rudy, Fingers, and Duncan, and Lee Myers, I would have never made it. I was too physically violent. I was ready to physically fight I'd have got killed here because I'd have beat someone's ass, and you'd have saw me in an oak tree.
I'd have beat somebody. Hey, but you know what? I bet you the people did not see that coming. They were all like, oh, I thought you were going to just talk about
a producer is in that. Go to commercial. Go
what are you doing? Commercial. Will you stop it? Somebody
just keep saying the N-word.
Yeah, put your hand over his mouth. Somebody.
I don't know who was doing the bleep too, because
the bleep was horrible.
But yeah,
I just told somebody to suck my beep dick.
Yeah, exactly. But that's a powerful story because, and we know like through these stories that it went down like that for your Bill Russells, Jim Browns, Wilt Chamberlains, obviously Reggie Jackson, Hank Aaron's, Jackie Robinson's, right? Like America is this, like, right? Like they'll root for you. Go get us our home runs, nigga. Go dunk the ball, shut up and dribble, and then outside of that, it's like, no, you can't eat here. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, that I'll burn down your apartment. That may kill everybody else because you're in there. You got to look at not only that time period, Pedro. If you look at the time period, you look at the way they treated us, the way they looked at us. The fact that he's 78 years old. And so that means it wasn't as long ago as they try to act like. like, oh, get over it. You know, they say, oh,
He's still alive.
Yeah, he's still alive.
He's here talking to us.
That means the people that said that about him or to him, a lot of them are still alive. The ones that wanted to burn up the apartment, the ones that wanted him not to come in the restaurant, a lot of those people there. And I made a comment online. I had posted some stuff online about it. And they said, why don't you get over it? That was a long time ago, you know? And it's like, well, if I kneecapped you 10 years ago, and you go, and I keep saying, well, why are you complaining, man? That was 10 years ago when I kneecapped you. Why are you still bitching about it? I mean, that's how they always try to tell us, to just forget things and let things go. That's why if you look at DeSantis, and you can't even say the word abortion, you can't say certain words because it hurts white people's feelings. That's crazy, man. But I like the fact he kept it real as fuck.
Tree has says, I'm surprised they aired this, honestly. Well, I mean, I think it was a live sort of shot. And I'm pretty sure they had no idea what the brother was going to say. But like LG says, Reggie is speaking on it. Good on him. Love the late delay when he said ninja. Let him know what the wicked dumb dog.
And that he said, I was too physically violent. I would have
killed somebody.
I would have beat the shit out of somebody. In fact, this picture is me right when a white man tried to say something. I was about to knock the shit out of him. If they'd have let him keep going, he'd have kept going. I'm gonna tell you right now, I can name 3 other players that if I'd have got the chance and they'd locked me in a room with them, I'd have ripped their fucking face off.
And listen, you know, it's like we grew up knowing Reggie Jackson as a legend. I've never heard him talk like this. You know what I'm saying?
There was one other interview they had with him, and you can Google it, anybody, where he didn't say nigger or he didn't say none of that, but he was keeping it real how difficult it was and how basically these people were acting like bitches about him just being there. And it was like that scene from Spike Lee and Malcolm X where he's like, I'm a man. Like where he stood on the porch where he was yelling at the Klan. He basically was saying the same kind of thing. Like, I'm a man. I'm a man that wanted to play a game I love, and you made it more difficult on me just because I was a black man. So that was
my manager saved white lives because I was going to take this back.
If it wasn't for Chucky Knuckles, he was those names are hilarious. Was it what were the names?
McNamara,
Raleigh Fingers, Chucky Knuckles. If it wasn't for Fat Knee Joey, I would have beat somebody's ass, and that's what happened. And the other baseball players, like some of them was like glad he did it. There were black baseball players like, wow, man, they shouldn't have let that happen. But I saw some people on ESPN that was like, he's just telling you what the history was, keeping it real.
No, and a black man really don't care no more when he's like, I was gonna kill all them crackers. I ain't give a shit about no RBI. You think I give a fuck about a home run?
Hey, I sliding into home. I was about to slide my fist across their goddamn face. Hey man, get off me, man. I'm 78 years old. Get me off this goddamn fucking. I'm gonna say what the fuck I want when you see him start doing that. Get off me, nigga. I'm saying what the fuck I want.
God damn it, Rolly. Get your fingers off me.
Get your fingers off me, goddamn Rolly. You know, I beat their ass, Rolly. I mean, he was so, and the fact he focused on it. If you look at what was the movie that 42? Was it 40?
Yeah.
Yeah,
the Jackie Robinson story.
The Jackie Robinson story. You saw there was one scene where he was walking in out of the dugout, and he went down in the tunnel and broke the bat because he was so like he wanted to fight him. He wanted to fucking hit him, and he couldn't do it because they would slide into home and spike him on purpose and do shit like that. So imagine anybody out there that's listening to this. You're just trying to do your thing, and there's always something. I feel like that is happening today with comedy for me. I don't know if Pedro feels that way. Like I feel like there's these undercurrents of slickness that these fucking people do to make it harder for us to just do what we want to do or something we love. And I still feel like it still exists today. It's just not as overt where, but it's starting to get that way because Trump is giving them power to feel like they can say nigger and
in their mind, but no real power.
No, not real. But I mean, I've seen.
Calm down.
I just saw a thing where the guy was like, shut up, you nigger, or the guy that just punched the kid and chipped his tooth. a lot of people are doing that, like that overt fucking racism. Now they don't have power and they get their ass kicked and probably get stomped the fuck out, but it is still out there. And then you look at the fact that people see the guy that actually in Charleston, am I saying it right? Where he ran the lady over.
Charlottesville.
Charlottesville. I'm sorry, Charlottesville. He ran the lady over, back up over people, actually crippled people.
Murdered the lady.
I murdered the lady. Yeah, I'm sorry. Murdered the lady, crippled some people. And there are people that see him as a hero. And they're using his image. And what's the young kid that shot
Rittenhouse?
No. That wasn't a young kid. Down in Florida, where he got his ass beat first by the young brother.
Oh, you're talking about Trayvon Martin.
But what was the guy's name?
Oh, Zimmerman.
They're using his image and the other guy's image as heroes. This is how sick these motherfuckers are. And the only person to applaud them is Clarence Thomas. Well, goddamn it, we deserved it.
That boy, he a good shot there.
I mean, you know how hard it is to run over a white woman?
Yes, it is. All right, man. Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings, facts matter. We got to get out of here, but do want to give those kudos and shout out to
the man,
Reggie Jackson himself.
Yeah, absolutely. To deal with that
story out on that platform in that way, made all them white folk uncomfortable. Yeah, you know, somebody in the booth was like, "Well, Jim, I don't know what to do." Okay, it's Reggie fucking Jackson, man. He's already angry. He wants to beat up white people. I'm not doing it.
Did you see A-Rod? How A-Rod was like?
At some point, was that David Ortiz? He had the mic here, and he was just like, "Well, this is gonna be a while."
What did you? I mean, before we go, did you? I actually liked it. I actually was sitting there going, "About goddamn time."
I mean, you don't like hearing.
I like the fact. No, I like the fact that he expressed himself and said the shit that kept it real.
I'm certain, like, there were white people in the booth shitting themselves. There's a dude named Ryan crying somewhere right now. Like, he just kept saying the N-word.
Who put him on?
And why can't I? If he can say it on TV.
Cut his mic off. Somebody.
All right, guys, listen.
So we're out of here.
Shane won't be here tomorrow.
Dro Solo.
I'll give y'all a Dro Solo, man. You know,
Dro Solo
I get some favor. You know what I'm saying? But let's do it.
All right. Now check this out. If you get a chance, real quick, I'll be in El Paso, Texas, July 5th and 6th. Don't know who's featuring. Trying to get Pedro to get down on it. And at the Chuckles Comedy Club, it's actually a new comedy club in El Paso, Texas. The 5th and 6th. If you want to get on my guest list, DM me and my Instagram, and I'll get you on my guest list. And also, I'll be at Highland, California, at the Two Coot Lounge at Yamaba Casino, July 4th at 9 p.m. Actually, Pedro will be doing the exact same show. August 2nd. Pedro will be on the show with Adam Hunter. So it's going to be a good show. He's going to be featuring then. So I'll have the flyer and information for you. But that's what's coming up. Make sure you check me out live, because the live is where it goes down.
All the way live, y'all. All right, man. Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. Remember, stay black if you are black. Do not be black if you are not black.
Right.
Keep your finger outside of your nose. Here.